What's good? What's good? I'm back. We live on TikTok and we pre-recording for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot. Yeah, this is the finals of the NBA conference finals are officially over. We got Suns versus Bucks. Hawks lost last night. Trae Young came back. Didn't look too well. Looked like he was off rhythm. Um, but before I get into the NBA finals, I'm gonna get into the Hawks, man. The Hawks have to be very confident about their future. Cam Reddish, I mean, he looked good last game. He looked good the game before that. He just came back in 2 games. Put up 12 and then 20. Looks very good. He's 6'8", long, can defend, can shoot, drive to the basket, plays defense. Um, yeah, and he was part of the deal with the Trae Young and Luka Doncic trade. So they got that pick back too. So Atlanta got Trae Young and Cam Reddish, which are, two good young pieces that haven't been in the league, but 2 and 3 years, 2 years for Reddish, 3 years for Trae. This is Trae Young's third year. Yeah, the Hawks' future looks good, and the Hawks better re-sign Nate McMillan. If the Hawks don't re-sign Nate McMillan, they're stupid. They're like, what are we talking about here? You know, what are we really talking about here? Oh, gotta go live. Hold up. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Had to click my little live TikTok there. But yeah. So Hawks better re-sign Nate McMillan. If not, it'll be the worst offseason move. I heard that the Sixers declined a deal for Brogdon and a first round pick, which I think is I want to say it's the 12th or the 13th pick that the Pacers got. So it'll be Brogdon and the 12th or 13th pick for Ben Simmons. I think the Sixers should have did that. I think they should have did that. Brogdon put up 20 and 6 last year. Was an all-star candidate. Brogdon is definitely gonna not be scared to take shots at the end of the game or take shots. Period. He's a better shooter. Maybe not as great as a facilitator, not as big as a body, good as defender, but you got other good defenders on the Sixers that make up for where Simmons would be gone. You got Thibault. Thibault's a great defender. So yeah, I think they should have did that. Because you would have Brogdon, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. That's still probably good enough to be first or second in the East. I don't know if it gets you over the hump because in the East it's gonna be hard to get over the hump with if Durant, Kyrie, and Harden are healthy. That's why the Bucks gotta win it now if they want to win it, because they're not gonna be in the finals next year, more likely. Especially the Hawks are gonna be better and more experienced. The Nets will be back healthy, more likely. And other teams are getting better. You know what I'm saying? Other teams are getting better. Like Boston is definitely going to make some moves. Boston has already got rid of the Kimba contract, which I already said that they were dumb for giving up Terry Rozier for Kemba Walker. At first, when Charlotte did it, I was like, why would you just not pay this guy? Because, we don't normally get players like this in the draft. But it all worked out. We got a better player in Rozier. Rozier is better than Kemba Walker at this point in his career. I repeat, Terry Rozier is better than Kemba Walker at this point in his career. So that'll work out. That worked out. And then we got LaMelo Ball now. But finals. Bucks versus Suns. Man. I'm gonna say the Bucks is gonna win it. I've been said that the winner of the Nets or the Bucks will win the whole finals. Even when I thought the Hawks were gonna beat the Bucks, I thought the winner of the East would still win it all. Just because if you beat the Bucks and Sixers, yeah, that you definitely deserve to go to the finals. Bucks did it without Giannis the last two games. Chris Middleton stepped up. Brook Lopez stepped up. Um, Drew Holiday stepped up. Bobby Portis Jr. stepped up. I really like Bobby Portis Jr. He's really a real good backup for power forward or small forward or center. He could seem like he could play three positions right now. Also, don't forget that subscribe button in the right hand corner. And yeah, man. I mean, the Sixers, they got Chris Paul, they got Devin Booker, they got DeAndre Ayton. But I think I trust past the big threes on each team. I think I trust Milwaukee's other players more. I think I trust Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez and Pat and who they got? They got I forgot who the backup was at point guard. This is why I gotta stop doing the podcast so early and get brain freeze. But yeah, I trust the Bucks more. Like they're role players. And I mean I definitely could be wrong. The Suns could come in and win it. But I think this is gonna be definitely a 7-game series. I think it's definitely gonna be a tough one. The Bucks are more big and the Suns are like more shooters, skilled. The Bucks are more down low, big. Like the Bucks are gonna definitely have to keep doing what they're doing. They're gonna have to keep just beasting down low. Don't try to go 3 for 3, 3 for 3s. Like, and this idea that every team has to win by shooting a ton of threes. Nah, the Bucks have made it because they can score inside anytime they want. The Bucks really could score inside anytime they want with Drew Holiday, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Brook Lopez. Anytime they want, and Bobby Portis, they can score anytime inside. So don't get in love with shooting the threes. Don't get caught up in shooting the threes. Excuse me. You know, don't get caught up in that. Don't forget to hit that click now button in the right hand corner. And then if you're on Instagram and you're on Facebook, hit that follow. But yeah, I'm gonna say it goes 7 games, 6 at least. And I got the Bucks winning it. Giannis winning his first championship. But now I want Chris Paul to win it. I want the Suns to win it and Chris Paul to win it. And not to mention, I've been, my grandma used to stay in Arizona. My aunt stays in Arizona right now. Kingsman, Arizona. So yeah, I want Chris Paul to win it. And you got Cam Johnson, who's from Carolina Tar Heels. He's on the Suns. I don't really got any invested interest in anybody in the Bucks. And the player I could think of earlier was Jeff Teague, who was the backup point guard and whatnot. Used to play for Atlanta and the T-Wolves. So Jeff Teague is a very good backup at this point in his career. And Cameron Payne is too, though. So, yeah, I forgot about Cameron Payne, though. He's been balling out, I want the Suns to win, but I think the Bucks are going to win in 6 or 7. And Giannis solidifies his career, 2-time MVP. That's the thing. Chris Paul hasn't really won no MVPs, and Chris Paul hasn't dominated the league like this. And I know Giannis is still young, and he's still got opportunity later, but definitely not an opportunity next year or the year after. If Brooklyn just keeps James Harden and Kevin Durant over the next 2 years, it's going to be hard to beat those two. It really is, So, yeah. But NBA Finals, Suns versus Bucks. We're going to have a team. Either one of these teams haven't won a championship since I've been alive. So, it'll be their first championship in 50 years for either one. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be the first championship ever for the Suns and the first championship in 50 years for the Bucks since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson played. And I want to say that was before my lifetime because I'm 42 years old. I was born in 79. So I think that was about, early 70s or mid 70s. I could be wrong. but I know it's been like 50 years, But yes. So that's my take. This is Triple P, Paul Pickett Podcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget the audio version goes to Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, TuneIn, Slacker, iHeartRadio. You go Google Paul Pickett Podcast. You see the name in the back, Paul Pickett. Triple P, the Paul Pickett Podcast. And don't forget to hit the follow, hit the subscribe, and stay tuned in. We be ramping up the podcast. We're trying to do at least 3 or 4 a week. Plus, we still got to do the vlogs, which I got to do a vlog right after this. So I got to switch out this banner to the Promo Palace banner and do a vlog. And also, don't forget to check out promopalace.biz, which is my online marketing company for apparel. Check out newlitterapparel.com. And stand up, let you see the tee. We got the dog face on the shirt. This is just one of the shirts. We got many shirts and hoodies for newlitter.com, New Litter Apparel. Don't forget to check out the Dizzle brand. That's dizzlebrand.com. That's the Dizzle brand liquor. You can get on there, follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check out the recipes and whatnot. Also, check out planetplaylist.com. You can email me at promopalace1@gmail.com or paul@promopalace.biz. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, this is Promo Palace's own Paul Pickett, and this is the Paul Pickett Podcast.